Okay, this is Shadowhunters, Season 3, Episode 22. The season finale and the series finale. Whew. I've changed my shirt. We had Simon in the last one, and just the overall Shadowhunter one for the last episode. I can't believe it's actually here. Like, all these months and months since the cancellation, then waiting for 3B, and the time has just flown by, and I can't believe that we're at the end. It's really sad. I'm excited to see how they're going to wrap things up, and part 1 was incredible. I loved it. But yeah, this is going to be tough. I imagine there will be tears being shed. Because yeah, I love this world and these characters so much. I don't know whether I should get into it all now or later. Well, okay, fuck it. So, I was about to start... Well, I started my channel a couple of weeks before Season 2 was about to start, I think, around then. And one of the main reasons I wanted to start my channel was to do Shadowhunters reactions, because I wanted to share my love of the show. Because I just happened to come across Season 1 on Netflix, fell in love with it, and I was going through the worst period of my life at the time, because of various things that happened, and then suddenly I found the show, and it was like something to look forward to week after week as new episodes were coming out, and characters I could really relate to. I saw so much of myself in Simon, and then I saw Alec and Isabel going through like their parents splitting up at the same time mine were, so I really gravitated towards that, and I've always loved this genre anyway. And then yeah, Sizzy just owned my soul, because it kind of gave me hope that guys like me would, get the girl one day. So I've been really excited to see them come to life these past few episodes. And there's just been some inspirational stories and inspirational characters, and this show has helped me more than I could put into words, and I can't even tell you how much I'm going to miss it, and I'm scared about what my life's going to be without it. I'm still going to have the books, which is good, but I would be much worse off if I hadn't found this show. So I'm very glad I did, and I am excited / nervous / heartbroken to see how they're going to wrap it up with this final episode. I wish we had more time, I really do. We're ending this journey far too early, but I'm sure we're going to get out with a bang. The cast and crew have clearly put their heart and souls into this finale for us. I've put my heart and soul into editing these reactions for the past couple of years. And yeah, let's go on one last ride and say goodbye. It's going to be tough, but yeah. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't really have any more words than that until I watch it, I guess. What a journey. It's been amazing, and as sad as it is, I can't wait to see how it's going to end. So let's get started. This is the last ever episodes of Shadowhunters.
No one's dying in the ark.
Actually, he might die. Sorry.
Nice. Is he? Oh.
We could bond her to all of us. We could maybe absorb some of the flame.
So we know it's not going to fry us up. Remember, we all have demon blood now. We all have Nephilim blood too. Alec's right. Let's do this.
It's a good plan.
It's too dangerous.
Izzy, if it's the only way we're going to save your life, we're all going to die trying. What are you doing?
We all need to be connected.
Make out.
Isabel might be okay, but But the chain reaction is destroying the entire realm.
I'm in the middle
Then
of
we should get out of
chain
here. Wait.
reaction.
Don't we have to close the rift?
Ugh. Oh, why are they being taken away from me?
I happen to have zero skills at doing this.
Actually, I wouldn't say 0.
I mean, this, like, relationships.
Why don't we try to learn to be better together?
Oh my god. Get married.
I'd like that.
Oh, I'm so happy. Oh my god.
The Clave would have to honor and celebrate a relationship between a warlock and a Shadowhunter under their own roof. I mean, think about the message that was sent to others like us.
Ah, wholesome.
All right. I can't believe you've never been married. Well, I've never met anyone like you.
For one, aren't you?
Oh, they actually went there with these two. Fuck, I didn't think they were actually going to do it. Well, quite literally.
No, no longer human.
Oh,
Asking you to be my Sujand. Again?
again, yeah.
You're not freaked out? Are you kidding? 2 of my favorite people are now a couple. I'm ecstatic.
I don't know
Same.
how much that means to me.
Would you ever consider becoming my parabatai?
I was thinking of asking you the very same thing.
You were?
You know, I always thought I never needed a parabatai. That I was at my best when I was on my own. But that was before I met you. Clary, I'd like nothing more than to have you as my parabatai.
Oh my god.
Wait. See what? You okay?
Yeah, I thought I saw it.
What's going on with her?
Yeah, it's nothing. Mom? Hello, sweetheart. I miss you so much. I miss you too. More than you know. But that's not why I'm here. Angel Raziel sent me. They sent me to tell you not to draw another rune of your own ever again.
Oh my goodness.
What?
If you do, as quick as they gave you your gifts, they will take them away.
Oh.
Mom?
Why even give them the powers in the first place then?
Huh?
How dare you use the powers we gave you? Oh my god, that looks so good! Oh, I want cake.
I'd like you to have this.
Oh, I invited him to the wedding.
An invitation.
Wholesome.
I finished those weapon inventories you asked for.
Thanks, Max.
Oh my god.
The strings on the longbows were too loose. I tightened them a notch.
Good job, sir.
He's grown up loads, fuck.
I got your evaluations this morning. I thought I told you to stay put.
Shit. Stressed to the max. Huh.
Because he wants Clary to watch the world die. Knowing that it's all her fault.
You know what? He's not a very good brother.
Let me end it.
What happens if you get there and you can't take him out? He's pretty much invincible now.
Not against me.
God.
We'll be right behind you.
I'm stressed.
We'll be there to back you up.
Our family is our
biggest source of heartbreak.
Amen. That's the show.
Always.
My favourite Bon Jovi song. Oh gosh, you gotta draw a rune though. Don't do that. What is it? Oh! Did she just dye his hair or what?
Okay. Okay.
Oh wow, she killed him.
Bye, Jonathan.
Nice little twist on the book version.
Goodbye.
Oh shit. Oh my god, here we go. Oh, and it's Ruel. Oh, it is I Get to Love You. Oh shit. Oh god, I don't want to lose them. Oh, and Jem's doing the ceremony. I get to love you. Oh, she's walking down the aisle. Oh. I do. I get to love you. Oh, she's crying. Oh my god. This is so good.
In sickness and in health,
If Lydia bursts in now,
I will love you as my equal
I swear to god.
and protect you.
Oh my god. God. Same. Oh my god. What a journey, man.
I've never seen my brother as happy as he is when he's with Magnus.
I know the feeling.
Oh shit.
Raphael,
So good to see you, Raphael.
I'm glad you two are together.
Same. Big
You're
mood.
a better man.
You're gonna be a priest?
One day.
Oh, good for you.
During our adventure in the Shadow World, I don't know what I would have done without you.
Thanks, Ray. I feel the same way.
I don't know what I'm gonna do without you. Hey!
A Shadowhunter complimenting a warlock. Andrew Underhill. Lorenzo Ray.
Oh.
It's a pleasure.
Oh. Hello.
How about brother?
Sounds like a plan.
Oh my god.
Since we're all together, there is something I wanted to tell you. I'll admit it's a bit awkward. It's about Luke.
So you guys are a thing?
Yeah. It's been very obvious.
Yeah?
Yeah. You think it's great?
No one will ever replace your mom in Luke's eyes.
I didn't think anyone loved me unconditionally, no matter what mistakes I made. And then you showed up.
Oh my god. Stop it.
No matter what happens, my love for you will never die.
Hey. Hey. Are you alright?
I love you.
I shouldn't just be staring at Susie dancing about and going back, yeah, I love it. Oh, poor Clary, man. Poor Jace.
Even if I don't remember you, you will always be in my heart.
He doesn't even get one episode to be happy. Oh, hello.
Mr. Inquisitor?
How was Brazil?
He's the Inquisitor, oh my god.
My mother hates humanity. To us.
Oh,
To us.
that was like their first toast. Oh.
So you own the place now.
Yep, the paperwork just came back.
Oh.
I had hoped it would be sooner, but it turns out, being alpha of a growing wolf pack doesn't leave a lot of time for opening a restaurant.
Oh, I'm so
Well,
happy
I know
for
one
her.
thing. The Divine Implements by Ezekiel J. Russo.
Ooh, nice pen name.
Russo.
I wish I could use my name though.
Zeke Russo.
Clary would be really excited to see that the graphic novel we started working on so long ago is finally finished.
I bet she would also be excited about this.
Oh my god.
I wish you could try it. Tell me what she thinks.
She named a salad after her. Fuck.
Hey, Simon, I have that to-go order for you. I threw in one of Maya's homemade cookies. They're the best.
Thank you. Dinner has arrived. Sorry I'm late.
You're too sweet.
If anyone sees the head of the Institute kissing one of her download deputies, it could be some...
Oh my god.
And you better get going. You know your trainer doesn't like it when you're late. And head of the Institute or not,
She's head of the
I can't pull any
Institute.
more strings for you.
Oh my god, I love them. Oh, she looks so happy. Fuck. What am I gonna do without them?
But she'd want you to move on, to find someone else.
There's no one else for him.
There is no one else.
I must say, considering how little time they had, I think they've done a great job trying to wrap this all up. Oh my goodness.
Most of them.
Could you see him?
Sorry, I didn't mean to spook you.
You can see me.
Oh, it's like the first scene.
You're Jace, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm Jace.
I'm Clary.
It's nice. It's almost like they have a chance to start again without the messiness the first time round. It's almost a good thing. Please don't end. I'm still not ready. There's nothing more to look forward to after this. Oh. Hail and farewell, my loves. I don't even know where to begin. I just want to keep talking forever because then it's not over. I don't think it's really hit me yet. It's hitting me now that that's it, and that we're not going to see these characters again, and these actors don't get to play those characters anymore. So I think it'd be really interesting to continue the show on from this point, see what they do. I just I can't put into words how much I'm going to miss this show and these characters, and looking forward to new stuff. It's like that's it. All good things. Man, I thought it was a brilliant finale. I really, really loved it. I think the one thing I would say is I feel like they did kind of have to rush the whole thing with stopping Jonathan. But again, I think I can forgive that because they only had 2 episodes. This is the only extra time they had, and considering they only had like a 2.5 hour kind of slot to wrap up a whole show, I think they did a fucking magnificent job. There was loads of emotion behind it. I loved how they treated all these characters, like wrapped up a lot of arcs, how they echoed back to so many things, you know. We kind of had parallels with the first Clace meeting to that ending with them. Sizzy's last scene together was in, you know, the same space where they met. Malik's last scene, that toasting to us, was like their first toast together in season 1. We had loads of old characters come back. You know, we had Jem, we had Katarina, Helen and Aileen were in there, Max and Robert were in there. Yeah. I think it was a beautiful celebration of what this show is, because it definitely felt like a very different kind of episode. Because it really was just like tying up those loose ends, really. Because the whole plot with Jonathan kind of felt second to like celebrating the show and the characters and these stories. But, you know, I don't think it wasted a second of that extra time that this episode had. Obviously, I would have loved to have seen more of Luke and Maya. But they seemed to kind of hint that with like Bat and Maya at the end, I think where he had like his hand on her shoulder and stuff, I think they were kind of hinting that they get together because that's what happens, which I was happy with. And I wish we'd actually seen some scenes between Luke and Maris in this episode, but we didn't get any. I assume that's just a schedule thing. But, you know, they're together, so that's fine. I appreciated that. And yeah, I just feel like it wrapped up everything so nicely, but at the same time, I think they achieved what they wanted to do, wrap up the show and give it a satisfying ending, but at the same time they could carry it on. I think that's what they did. Because even like 1 year later, you could just carry it on from that point, couldn't you? So I wasn't expecting the 1 year later time jump, I won't lie. That was quite something. Right, I've got notes. Where should I even begin? Right. Eden being destroyed was quite something. It's cool they kind of wrapped up and tied up that kind of arc, and seeing Lilith again very briefly at the end for her to be destroyed by Izzy, the badass. That was cool. I like how they wrapped up that kind of story, and it was great seeing Lilith one last time, because Anna Hopkins has been phenomenal this season. And then Jonathan and the Sealy Queen. I think Jonathan actually killed the Sealy Queen, which is quite something. But there we are. They could just bring her back if they wanted to carry on the show. They could say she faked it. But yeah, I liked how they kind of took elements of City of Heavenly Fire and had him like attack all these different institutes. Obviously we didn't get to see it, but budget, time, I can understand why. We did see him attack like the Los Angeles Institute. If I'd seen like the characters from the Dark Artifices, I would have died. But, you know, Robert and Max were there, so that's fine. And I love that they brought them back for this like finale, and they were there at the wedding. I thought that was really sweet. I liked that a lot. So yeah, that was cool. And I think Luke Baines has been brilliant in 3B. I love his portrayal of Jonathan. I think he's done a really good job with it. And yeah, he was a very worthy foe, I think, for 3B. He's done some brilliant stuff. I've absolutely loved his performance. And, you know, he had big shoes to fill, taken over from Will Tudor, who I thought was just phenomenal. But he's done a fantastic job. He was great. And it was cool kind of seeing him embrace the true demon side in these last 2 episodes. So that was cool. Because even like a short space of time we've had him for, he still had like a complete arc, which I like. I can't believe it's been like 11-ish like weeks, really. The show's been back for. Like, that's just flown by. Anyway, he was great. And so were, you know, bringing back the younger actress for Sealy Queen was cool. And the older actress did a really great job as well. So that was cool. I like how they wrapped up Lorenzo's arc. You know, he made amends with Magnus. They seemed to hint at a romance with him and Underhill, which I appreciated. So I really liked that end to his character. Then obviously Luke becoming a Shadowhunter again is crazy, but I kind of love it, and I love that him and Maris are together, and I love that she was there to be proud of Alec and Magnus and walk Magnus down the aisle. That was amazing. She's had some of the best character development in the show. I've loved Nicola's performance. She's stunning and brilliant, and I've loved seeing her relationships grow with different characters. Even like her scenes with Claire in this episode really got me. So good. Loved her journey so much. And I'm glad that she's happy. I'm glad she found happiness. And yeah, it was cool seeing Robert again, however briefly, and Max. And Max calling Magnus brother, I think, was really sweet. I like how they kind of rounded that whole arc off for the Lightwood family. It's nice that they're all happy. And yeah, Helen and Aileen, we didn't get a lot of them. I kind of wish we'd seen more, but they're together, so that's cool. That was really cool, like at least seeing them be a couple. And seeing Raphael one last time, him giving his blessing to Sizzy, I really appreciated, given everything they've been through. And I like that he's just getting on with his life and he's being like a priest and stuff. I really liked that. Lots of nice little surprises of old characters coming back that I think were really cool. I liked that a lot. So it's cool seeing him. What else? Okay, well, Jocelyn. Oh, I was not expecting that at all. That fucked me up. I love that they brought her back. I love it. Really kind of cool way of doing it. Introducing like what was going to happen to Clary at the end. I liked that a lot. It was cool that the actress could come back one last time, and how Mary's kind of mentioned Jocelyn at the end as well to Clary, like, you know, no one could ever replace your mum in Luke's eyes. Oh man. So yeah, that fucked me up emotionally. That was brilliantly done though. I like that they brought her back because she was, you know, she was a big part of the show for a time in season 1. So it's cool that they brought her back, however briefly. And I think that was, she literally went to the room that she was killed in as well, which is morbid but also kind of nice. But I love that she was kind of back in this episode. And then yeah, I like how they kind of shifted ahead 1 year later. We saw like Alec is the Inquisitor now, which is actually quite a recent thing in the book, so I love that they did that. Malik's like the High Warlock of Alicante. Izzy is the head of the New York Institute. I love that so much. I love seeing Maya very briefly again near the end. She's like opening up a restaurant and leading the pack, being awesome. I love that. I love that she got like a really nice happy ending because she deserved it after everything she'd been through. I just love that everyone kind of lived somewhat happily. I know things aren't easy for Clary and Jace, but there's a lot of hope in that last scene. I really liked that, because there was so much of a mess with their original relationship, because obviously they kind of fell for each other, then they thought they were brother and sister for a time, and they got messy, and then we had the whole thing with the owl, and then Dark Clary. They went through a lot of pain together, but their love has still kind of prevailed in the end. The angels may have been forgiving and started giving her sight back and hopefully her memories too, but this is a chance for Clace to kind of start again, have a clean slate, and have a relationship without a lot of the messiness. So I think this is actually a really good thing for them. It's a very bittersweet ending, but I feel like they had a happy ending, so I like that. And of course the show ended with their scene, and zooming out as it should do, because, you know, a lot of this was Clary's story, so I'm glad they kind of ended it with her and Jace. I think that it felt right to me that would be the two to share the last scene. And of course, you know, it does leave it open to kind of carry on, which I always appreciate because this show could be saved. You never know. I'm trying not to get my hopes up because I'm just treating this as an ending, and as an ending I think this is very satisfying. Yeah, I think they did a really good job in it, given the circumstances and limited time and stuff. I think they did a brilliant job with this finale. Honestly, I really do. So yeah, Clace's ending is kind of bittersweet, but I think it will be good for them in the long run, because you can imagine that they have a clean slate, and I think they needed that. So I think it's a good ending for them in the end. Yeah, that was cool. Very sad that it all came down to that, and Chloe sacrificed her memories and stuff, and, you know, being a Shadowhunter on her sight. That was really sad, like absolutely gut-wrenching stuff, but it seems to have turned out alright in the end, so that's what's important. I think it helped to show what Chloe's willing to sacrifice, because the previous episode she's like, I wouldn't trade the Shadow World for anything, and she did. You know, she traded it basically to stop Jonathan, to save people, so it proves that Chloe is the hero of this story in the end. So I love that. She sacrificed for the betterment of others, so that's really cool. And then Malik, that wedding, as soon as the song started I lost it. Man, that was such a beautiful kind of scene. Obviously, they're kind of the ship that has carried the show really for the most part. Even though Susie has my heart, you know, Malik is like, whoa. And they've helped so many people, and I think it's great that so many fans of Malik like me and so many other people who've kind of discovered themselves through watching Malik can get that ending and get that payoff and have that wedding. And I love that, and they're stronger together, you know, even 1 year on, and I love that. And they're both in like positions of power. They kind of stood for change, and loads of changes have been implemented, like Downworlders and Shadowhunters kind of coming together now, as Alec and Luke were talking about. I think that was really cool, because the show's always been very kind of inclusive and diverse, so I love that that's reflected in how the story arc ends. I think that was really cool and really beautifully done. And I love that Malik got their happy ending, because they really, really deserved it, especially after the last few episodes of angst, like fuck me. So it was beautiful. I love that. And then Sizzy, to see it finally happen and be canon, and when they were talking like they're gonna discover things together, and even 1 year later, like they're still like super adorable and happy, and the way Izzy smiled at him, I can't. And I love how close Sam and Jace seem to have been as well, like training, and I think that is kind of almost a reference to where they kind of go in the books, because they did take like the losing the memories of the Shadow World from the end of the Mortal Instruments, but they gave it to Clary as opposed to a different character. So yeah, I appreciated that in a way, given that I love Sizzy so much. Seeing them happy and in love and just being adorable together, vindication after 3 years of waiting for them to happen. It was worth the wait. I loved their scenes together, but I liked more, yeah. But you know, they had a lot to wrap up in this last kind of bit. And I am always going to be sad that we didn't get more of them and didn't get like a full season of them. But you know, at least they happened. At least they got their happy ending. At least they ended up together, and they're going to take on the world. Power couple, I love them. That particular pairing means a lot to me. So to see them together and happy at the end is really special for me. And yeah, it's a really lovely thing to see. To see that they all ended up happily. That was really nice. Anything else? I don't know. I think that's basically everything I wanted to cover, but what a finale. What an ending to, you know, basically 4 incredible years, with a cast I've absolutely fallen in love with, a show I've absolutely fallen in love with, the characters I've absolutely fallen in love with, who've helped me through some very dark spots, as I said at the start. I really don't know where I'd be without the show. I got through some very dark times and very dark thoughts, thinking, oh, you know, one more chapter of the Mortal Instruments book. Well, you know, there's an episode of Shadowhunters coming soon. Just get through the day, you know. So yeah, that is Shadowhunters. I don't even know how to kind of end what an amazing experience this has been. Because, you know, if this is it and the show is done and it doesn't get saved, I'm really satisfied with the ending. I'm glad I kind of found the show just by chance on Netflix one day. Then I read the books and fell in love, and yeah, I just hope everyone else was happy with it as well, and I hope the cast are happy with it, and I hope they've kind of made peace with the show ending, because I feel so bad that this was kind of robbed from them so suddenly. But you could tell they put everything they had into this finale, and I think they really delivered. I really loved it. And this show and these characters and these stories are going to stay with me for a very long time. Because this show really did save me. So thank you to the cast and crew of Shadowhunters for making something really, really beautiful and something that really spoke to me, and stories that loads of people can enjoy and learn from and feel included by and inspired by and empowered by. You know, we had a diverse cast, we have strong female characters, we have strong male characters, we had tackling subjects of mental illness and addiction. You know, we had great examples of romances. We had like love conquering all. You know, we had LGBT representation. But none of those things ever defined the characters of this show. You know, they were just Magnus, they were just Alec, they were just Isabel, they were just Simon, they were just Clary, they were just Jace, they were just Maya, they were just Luke. And I think that's an incredible thing that they've managed to accomplish. And I think this show should go down in history for that. I mean, I even wrote an essay for uni about the diversity of the show and analysing the diversity of the show and stuff. And I got a really good grade on it, so yeah, just so much of my happiness from the past few years, when things have been really, really tough for me, have come from this show and these characters and that cast. And to every single person, however small, whoever, if you so much as even typed up the credits, whoever, you know, cast, crew, whatever, whoever put together in the slightest way even one episode of Shadowhunters, I just want to thank you for gifting us with something so fantastic. And thank you to all the cast just for doing the best job of their characters and being so good. And because of all of you, I've found a book series that I can carry on loving for years to come and treasuring, and I'm going to be rewatching the show again and again and praying that maybe it's not necessarily going to be the end, but I think they ended it in a really nice way regardless. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you for being such an inspirational show. Alberto, thank you for creating the best Simon Lewis I could have asked for. Someone who I see a lot of myself in and look up to a lot, and gives me hope that things will be okay for me one day. Yeah, I just hope the cast are all good, you know. I hope they've made peace with it, and hopefully I'll make peace with it one day soon, but it's just going to hurt like hell for a while. Hurt like hell. Hurt like Edom for a while. Rest in peace, Edom. But yeah, thank you to Valentine and Lilith and Jonathan for all being bastards. Just thank you to everyone who made the show what it is, and thank you to anyone who's watched any of my reactions to Shadowhunters over the past couple of years. I've had a blast making them. They've always done really, really well. And I've met some really cool people because of it. And that is something I can carry for the rest of my life. So that is Shadowhunters. I hope everyone enjoyed that ending. And yeah, thank you for going on this incredible ride. Yeah. It's been quite something, hasn't it? It's been quite the journey. From all the complaints people had about Season 1 to see where the show came, I'm really, really proud of them. And I hope they're proud of themselves for what they've done, because this show is really fucking special, and I hope they know that. I hope they realise that. And I'll never forget it. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching all my reactions. Yeah. Hell of a journey, but I'm really glad I went on it. And don't cry 'cause it's over, smile 'cause it's happened. And yeah, to all these characters, to this cast, this crew, this world, thank you. That's all I can say. Yeah. It's been wild, and yeah, I wouldn't have missed a single second. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and whatever comes next, just thank you.